Center for the Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to today's lesson on the industrial applications of electrolysis. Over the next 2 lessons, we are going to discuss several industrial applications of electrolysis. We will talk about how it is used during the manufacturing of nonmetals as well as some compounds. We will see examples of this process so we can better understand it. In today's lesson, in particular, we will learn how electrolysis is used in the extraction and refining of metals, as they often contain impurities. We will also look at its function in electroplating. We will define electroplating and talk about its many uses, including protecting metals from corrosion, protecting them from dents and scratches, and creating more attractive metal products. Let us begin. To get started, we will do a little bit of review of electrolysis. What is electrolysis anyway? Electrolysis is a process that uses a direct electrical current to create a chemical reaction. During this process, ions are swapped back and forth between electrodes within an electrolyte. The electrodes are labeled as the cathode and the anode. They are connected to an external circuit that provides a source of electricity. The electrodes also provide the addition and removal of electrons from the ions. Each electrode attracts ions that have a charge opposite to their own. Thus, the positively charged ions, or cations, move towards the electron-adding cathode, and the negatively charged ions, or anions, are attracted to the electron-removing anode. Electrolysis is used to purify impure metals when they are first separated from their ore. Copper, which is about 99% pure straight from its ore, is a prime example of a metal that undergoes electro-refining. The other 1% of copper contains a range of impurities such as gold, silver, nickel, and platinum that must be removed. During the electro-refining process, which is the process of removing the impurities, a large slab of the impure copper is used as the anode. A thin sheet of the pure copper is used as the cathode. Liquid sulfuric acid is used as an electrolyte within a solution of copper sulfate. The electrolyte contains the pure metal in the form of dissolved ions. During electrolysis, the copper, along with its impurities, goes into the solution. While the impurities, which are less easily oxidized, fall away from the anode and create sludge at the bottom of the container, the copper passes through the solution and deposits on the cathode. Students, let us do an activity. Teacher, please divide the class into groups of 4 or 5. Students, in your groups, please discuss the following questions. What material is used as the cathode and what material is used as the anode during the electro-refining of copper? Does the electrolyte contain dissolved ions of pure copper or impure copper?
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. Pure copper is used as the cathode, and the impure copper is used as the anode. The electrolyte contains ions of pure copper. Let us carry on with our lesson. A process called electroplating is also an industrial application of electrolysis. Electroplating involves depositing a thin layer of one type of less active metal onto the surface of another type of more active metal. While this process might seem counterproductive, as we have just discussed electrorefining, which is a method of separating or purifying metals, electroplating has many useful applications. A thin metal coating applied to another metal can provide a layer of protection for active metals that corrode easily. This is, in fact, the main function of electroplating. However, it can also be used to create a barrier that protects active metal products from scratches and dents. Another common use of electroplating is to give metal items a more pleasant or richer outer appearance. Students, let us do an activity. We have discussed that metal is electroplated to protect against corrosion, dents, and scratches, and also to add a more pleasant visual appearance. Name one metal item that has used electroplating for each reason we just discussed.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. If you said that automobile parts are electroplated to protect them from corrosion, you are correct. If you said metal sinks and faucets are electroplated to protect them from being dented and scratched, you are also correct. You were also correct to say that jewelry is electroplated to make it look more beautiful. Let us continue. Chrome is a good example of a metal that is used to plate other metals. This is usually done by preparing chromium-6 solution and by attaching the metal onto which chromium is to be deposited at the cathode. As we discussed before, the pure chromium would be used as the anode. In today's lesson, we discussed industrial applications of electrolysis. We talked about electro-refining, which is a process used to get rid of the impurities from a metal. We also talked about electroplating, which is mainly used to protect active metals from corrosion, but also protects against dents and scratches and provides a richer, more attractive finish on active metals. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. Until next time, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.